How's it going, lads? Josh here, and welcome to a FIFA 18 Ultimate Team video. Today we're back with the FUT project, and you're going to be seeing another catch-up video. I do apologise for this. It happens quite a bit. Like I say, at the moment where I'm just so busy outside of doing YouTube, it's causing me a few problems in uploading videos. So you're going to find that I am going to upload a lot of catch-up videos recently, maybe one a week. If I can get the 2 videos a week, I will try to. At the moment, we're not doing any squad battles, so you'll notice we're not uploading the squad battles rewards. I want to get back to it next week just because the current team I have, I am enjoying, and there's one big improvement I want to make to it. I've actually bought myself Rui Costa. He's playing really well for me. He's not scoring a lot of goals and not getting tons of assists, but the fact that he's a box-to-box midfielder that can run the team on his own practically. That midfield he's bossing. He's so strong. He's got some decent passing on him. And he seems to be in every build-up play. He's not the last person and he's not making the assist, but the build-up play beforehand he's actually doing really well with, and that's exactly what I need. And what I want to do is I want to get Vieira in there as well to be my defensive midfielder. So we need to save the coins up for him at the moment and actually get him for the team. He is the player that I now want. So we are going to be doing a bit of saving, and that's going to mean we need to get some decent results in the FUT Champions, so that we can get a decent reward out of them. And we also need some decent squad battles rewards. And since obviously the last 2 weeks I haven't played any, it's now slowing down. My coins aren't coming in as quick. I'm getting a little bit lucky in the marquee matchups, a little bit lucky in my weekend league rewards. So I'm still earning a few coins here and there. And like I say, when they bring out these league SBCs too, I am able to sell on a lot of players to try and make some coins for it. You'll see actually in this episode we do not make a purchase, but we get a new player added to the squad. And you'll see how much I don't exactly show exactly how much I pay for him, but I will explain at the time exactly how much I did pay, because he's completely worth the coins. The amount that I paid for him was definitely worth it. And we're doing quite well, to be honest. We're making a decent few coins still. Like I say, you see in this pack here, we get a walkout. We do in fact get Peter Cech, or Pet Cech, however you want to say it. Again, the coins are coming in slowly. You're making 30 odd K per walkout or so, which is good. But I still haven't had that outstanding player yet. I haven't had that Messi, that Ronaldo. I haven't even had like a Griezmann or a Neymar. So it would be nice to just get one of those players, because it will push me a lot closer to Vieira. And at the moment I have 400,000 coins. I understand that Black Friday is coming up, but the players that I want to make sure that I have them now. I want to be playing with them now. I don't want to be wasting weeks and weeks and weeks trying to figure out exactly when to buy a player. It would definitely be worth spending the time actually waiting and evaluating when to buy them, and I recommend you guys to do that. I just think myself, I prefer to keep hold of them and use them as soon as I possibly can. And to be honest, Hullit's fantastic. I completely understand why people are using him in the weekend league, because he's definitely worth the coins. Well, I don't know if you say he's worth the coins. He's 1.2 million, which is a lot of coins. He's a great player, probably not worth the coins, but he is the best improvement I can put there. Other than better versions of himself, or maybe 91 Matthias, or Matthias, he's the best person I can put there. I've used the 88 Matthias as centre-back, and then I've converted him into a CDM in the game, or a centre-mid in the game, and it is not even close to the same. Hullit's just completely different on all different levels. I don't know if it's because of his 5-star weak foot. I don't know whether it's because of how well-rounded his stats are. But even Matthias's stats were really good. He was perfect for that CDM or centre-mid role. And he just doesn't sort of play the same as the others. Now, Vieira is going to be completely different. He's going to be a top quality CDM. I've played against that 86 rated card plenty of times, and I know exactly why I want him there. And it's because he just chases back so well. His pace is brilliant. He's got some good defending and some good physical stats at that. So keeping him where obviously I need him, and that is in the CDM role, is going to be fantastic. He doesn't seem to go bombing forward all the time, and you'll see a lot of people are using him. I'm currently watching Nick literally as I'm recording this, and you can see that he's using him at the moment. I know a lot of the pros are using Vieira, and it's because he is the best CDM in the game. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's the best CDM in the game. So I could only recommend that he's going to be the player I want. You'll see exactly right now, actually. I'm putting players into a current SBC, and this is actually for Rui Costa. You can see it's an 85 rated team. We did this whilst the screen cards were active for the second time. We wanted to try and obviously get the packs as quick as possible and try and get him at his cheapest. And I think if you didn't have any cards in your club at the time, at this current point, he was 480 odd thousand coins to do, which is quite a lot of coins. But we didn't have to put that much in. When I actually tallied it up in total how much I paid for him, it cost me 280,000 coins. Now, for a 90 rated icon, that's brilliant. I definitely needed I don't need him in my team, but where I was currently playing him, or where I'm currently playing him, I was using Sissoko just for the chemistry. Now, as an outside centre mid, he's been brilliant. He's got the great strength on him as well. So he's definitely what I need. The thing is as well, at the moment there's a glitch in the game where the 4-1-2-1-2 is playing strangely. Basically, a lot of people find their left centre mid and CDM are changing with each other, and their right centre mid and Cam are changing with each other. Now, I don't want Dembele, who's meant to be my Cam, playing right centre mid. I don't want that at all. And he has been going there. However, who he's replacing with now, it's not Sissoko on 7 Chem. It is in fact Rui Costa. So even though my right centre mid is then becoming quite weak, my Cam is just as strong as he was anyway. And I'm not getting tons and tons of goals with either of them, but it's definitely helping that I've got a better player to be swapping around with him. Now, I'm hoping EA are going to fix this soon because it's causing a lot of people problems. Your players just aren't in the positions you need them to, and like I'm having things like Hullet being wasted at CDM or Bakayoko at centre mid. It's a player I don't need in these positions, and they're just in the wrong place constantly. So we'll see. Actually, what happened, for some reason my game took itself off my Xbox. So we did actually do the Costa SBC on the web app to try and obviously get him whilst I could. I should have really submitted the teams on the console and got the packs, but you're going to see the packs that I actually get from it. We don't make anything brilliant from the packs, but again, it's just a few coins to go towards it, and I actually did it at the exact same time that I did my Weekend League rewards. What I wanted to do was just try and clump them all together and try and see exactly what I could get. And just see obviously how many coins I can make back. But 280,000 coins without even taking into consideration the stuff we made from the packs, I actually think that's a pretty good player to be getting. I couldn't complain about that at all. I believe this might have even been one of the packs here. It was only a pairing we got from it. I was hoping it to be a Varane. Just after we opened these packs up, they actually bring out these new Path to Glory players. But obviously I was hoping it'd be Varane because he's worth a few coins at the moment, whereas pairing's not really worth that much. He's an 83 rated player, so we'll hold on to him maybe for a new SBC or something. And I know there's no SBCs for these Path to Glory players, but you don't really need high rateds for them at the moment. Looking at the rest of the packs that we've got here, we did get some okay stuff. We're getting panel players out of them, but I know they weren't great. There were players I submitted, and you're seeing Croatia and the striker. You know it's Mandzukic. He's at probably only 3,000 coins at the most. But again, keeping hold of him for the moment in case I need him from an SBC. He's only going to keep dropping due to Black Friday, so he's probably just worth keeping at the moment just to throw back in an SBC at some point. Now, so far, what I've used of Rui Costa, he's actually a decent player. He's not the worst of players, and obviously he does offer quite a lot of chemistry links. So I'm going to be using him in my main team throughout the rest of the game for the time being. Now, dependent on obviously if there's any other SBCs for other prime icons that might be really decent, you're looking at players like, obviously if Hullet does get one, probably not the best one to put there, but maybe if a Ronaldinho or a Matthias or someone like that gets one, he could be a card that I put back into that SBC. He's a 90 rated icon. I can imagine these top tier icons, you're looking at your Ronaldos, your Matthias, your Ronaldinhos, you're going to have to put in probably 2 or 3 icons maybe, and they might have to be quite a high rated team that you need to put forward to it. You may be looking at actually a full team with them in, so putting him into that might be worth it in the time. Obviously he's a 280k icon. You can't tell me there's going to be any other 90 rated icon that I could buy off the market for that price. And he's central as well, so like I say, if I need him for a central card, even if I wanted to put him in towards a Del Piero one eventually, or if I wanted to put him in towards one that I'm just going to need him, he's still the cheapest icon to put into it. I believe there's probably 200k icons, but you're only looking at the likes of Schmeichel or maybe Petit, maybe some of the really lower rated goalkeepers, so it's not going to be worth putting him into that. It's probably only going to be worth just keeping him as I've got him at the moment. He's, like I say, playing well for me, and I'm enjoying him at the right centre mid position. So I'm just going to keep him there for the time being, and then obviously look down into the foreseeable future exactly what I want to do with him. As you can see on the screen, we are still packing a few decent cards. There again are going to be a lot of packs because I've got to catch up with all the packs that I've been opening recently. Now, I didn't get anything brilliant. Like I say, I got a few walkouts, and it's making my coins back, especially the marquee matchups. I can't stress how much I'd recommend you to do those at the moment. They're so good. Like I say, I'm not earning anything brilliant out of them. I'm getting some certain like little things out of the packs, and I'm making a few coins, but they're just worth doing. Like I say, I think I've paid it anywhere between about 20 and 30k for most of my SBCs when it comes down to the marquee matchups. and I've packed something decent from each of them. Like I think I packed Lloris last week. You'll see exactly what I packed this week. I packed checking obviously the ones beforehand. I'm packing things out of them that are selling on for more than what I'm paying for the SBC. Okay, at some point I'm probably not going to get that lucky, and I'm going to miss out. I'm not going to get that player. But you could still pack a Gabriel Jesus, who's like a 40k player at the moment. A Martial, again, the same. Mbappe's 83 rated. You can sell him on for about 100k. Dembele, 25k or so for him, 25, 30k. They're all good players. Like I say, even out of this one, you can see I got Cuadrado. He only sold for 4 or 5k, but that's 5k back towards whatever you're doing. It's only a small little pack as well, and you're not making tons of him. But you can see there, we also get a Leroy Sané selling for about 20k. I've actually kept hold of him for the moment, only because I want to try and see if I can put him back towards the SBC. Now, obviously, we know that there's going to be the Player of the Month coming up at the moment, and I'm hoping that he's going to obviously get it, and I'm pretty sure he will. But even if he doesn't, I still think it's going to be between him and De Bruyne. Now, I can't guarantee you're going to need him for the SBC, but you might need a German from Man City, which only leaves him and Gundogan. I actually have Gundogan untradeable in my club. I'm probably not going to do him if he does get it, but he might go up in price if you need to submit him into it. I know you did for Mane. Obviously, you needed to submit left wing and Senegal. So you might have to submit basically what is the equivalent to Sane in the actual team. So obviously using him and keeping hold of him for the moment, he might be worth holding on to and selling on in the near future. I've also done the same with another player that I pack in this episode, and you'll understand exactly why I've held on to them. Just because of his rating and his club and stuff like that, it might be good for these Player of the Month SBCs. And I always recommend to invest. I haven't invested much this week, but I know a lot of people are investing on players like Farman, being that he's a cheap 84 rated goalkeeper. He plays for Germany. He plays for Leroy Sané's old team. A lot of people are recommending to buy him. The other one is obviously, like I say, is Vertonghen, and I believe it might be Alderweireld. I don't know how much they're both selling for, but I know they're both high rated Belgians in the Premier League, and they're probably only about 20 odd K each. So they're definitely worth doing. They're definitely worth keeping hold of, and they're definitely worth just trying to sell on at the better times. Now, it's very hard at the moment just because of this Black Friday rubbish. You're going to lose coins on players. Most of them you're going to buy, you're going to lose coins on. Now, it completely depends, because usually it's the YouTubers that influence this. You like some Matt HD Gamer and these big YouTubers, for some reason, every single year influence the Black Friday market crash. Now, obviously, we know that the market's crashing at the moment. People are still losing coins. People still aren't making tons and tons of coins off of cards that they're selling on. They're actually, like I say, I can imagine I'll lose money on my Hullet, but at the moment, no one's bought our video. Now, we're talking at 4:45 on Sunday evening, and no one's bought our video yet, but I'm still waiting for it. The minute it does come out, obviously players are going to drop, and they're going to keep dropping until a couple of days before Black Friday. They'll probably stagnate at that sort of price. Black Friday, they might drop a little bit more, or they might go up and then drop again. And then obviously the weeks after that, you see the slow incline of these back again. They do start to gain all their value back, and I can imagine that Hullet, although I've paid 1.2 million for him, he will go down, but I also think he will go back up again. He's probably going to be higher than 1 million, maybe 1.2 million by the time you hit January, even though we've got the Team of the Year packs and you've got all these other players being packed. I still think you're going to find he's still going to be a high price. He's an in-demand midfielder. Unless you can afford his higher rated card, he's probably the best icon outside midfielder there is in the game, bar, again, like I say, Matthias, who's, I believe, 1.4 million. Again, a great little midfielder, but he's going to cost a lot either way. You just got to pick between the two. Now, I thought about that, and I went for Hullet just because I've never had Hullet in a game, and I'd love to use him this year, and I think it's a great little buy that I've had. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, like I say, it is a catch-up one, and I do want to get back to normal videos at some point. It's just obviously a struggle at the moment. But if you did enjoy the video, you did enjoy, obviously, like I say, the packs, the little bit of a chat that I've got going on. I do want to make a video on some pro events and obviously talk a bit about that, but that'll be in the near future. But if you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below on what you thought. Hit me up on Twitter as well, see exactly what you thought of the video and exactly what you want me to put in it. And I'll see you guys next time.